There's not many times these days where something happens in the theme park world where I'm left completely speechless. But today is one of those days. Universal's Epic Universe opens in 2025 and is a brand new theme park coming to the Universal Orlando Resort. Universal has been giving details land by land, and today is all about the Dark Universe, a land dedicated to the Universal classic monsters. Welcome to Darkmoor, a village that takes place in modern day after all of the events of every Universal monster movie ever created. Monsters featured in this land will include Frankenstein, Dracula, the Bride of Frankenstein, the Wolfman, and more. In addition to the familiar monsters that we all know and love, there will be some new characters that are introduced as well that we will touch on a little later in this video.
There are layers of intenseness, of scariness in Dark Universe.
We kind of toe that line of being family friendly, but we can also be PG-13.
As is the case with all of the lands at Epic Universe, guests enter through a portal, but this time they'll notice a giant spire full of electricity. That electricity will follow guests into the land, be spread throughout, and flow all the way to the top of the manor, which is home to the land's e-ticket attraction, Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment.
Monsters Unchained is going to be the most amazing monster ride ever built.
We've never opened these doors to Frankenstein Manor.
The thrills of the attraction, the chance to meet all of our classic monsters in a new and exciting way.
Inside Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment, you're going to see things that defy what you know of as a theme park attraction.
The story behind this attraction focuses on Victoria Frankenstein, the great-great-granddaughter of Henry Frankenstein. Is she good? Is she bad? We'll just have to wait and see. All we know is she's captured all of the monsters and wants to control them, but Dracula is ready to throw a wrench in those plans. What has me the most excited about this attraction and all of Dark Universe as a whole is that Universal has stated that this attraction will feature cutting-edge technology, including the most technologically advanced animated figures to ever be built in a theme park.
Monsters Unchained has the most technologically advanced animated figures that have ever been built. They are visceral, they are powerful, they are intense.
The technology we are using is cutting edge.
We literally use every technology I could possibly think of. And then we realized we needed to invent new technology. You'll literally be able to feel characters breathing.
We can see in some of the footage that Universal has shared already this week, glimpses of the Wolfman animatronic. And just by the looks of it, this figure looks so fluid. I can't wait to see it with my own eyes, and I can't wait to see all of the movements for all of the different characters that are going to be featured in this ride. Something I noticed in the concept art for the ride that was shared is that this ride will have the same or a very similar ride vehicle to that of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey at Universal Studios. Universal has confirmed that the attraction will have a minimum height requirement of 48 inches, which is the exact same height requirement that Forbidden Journey has. One thing that appears to be slightly different in this version for the Monsters ride is that there's no canopy overhead or on the sides, meaning that you have full 360-degree views of everything around you, unlike Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey.
You want to ride this ride as almost a badge of honor that I can do one of the scariest rides that we've created.
The second attraction in the land is The Curse of the Werewolf, a family-friendly spinning coaster themed to the 1941 film The Wolfman. This attraction features a modern version of Mileva, the gypsy from the original film. She brings the bad news that the riders have the curse of the werewolf and sends you out into the woods, which is the setting for the ride itself. What makes this coaster unique is that the vehicle spins while you move down the tracks.
This is an incredibly thrilling, family-friendly spinning coaster.
It's absolutely going to be fun.
Other highlights of Dark Universe include a monster makeup experience where you can be transformed into a monster yourself and then head on out into the world of Dark Universe and live out your monster story. Das Steakhouse is a sit-down dining experience centered around Dracula and other vampires. Now, Universal mentioned that you might be scoped out by vampires while dining here, so it remains to be seen if characters or actors will be a part of this restaurant experience or if the waiters themselves will be the vampires. Now, one of the coolest effects that will be in the land is the burning windmill. Synonymous with Universal monster movies due to its prominence in 1931's Frankenstein, the windmill inside Dark Universe will actually burst into flames. Located underneath the windmill is a tavern called the Burning Blade, the home of the monster hunters. Universal mentioned that you will hear stories about the hunting of some of these monsters. No word if there will be actors or characters kind of roaming through here, but I'm sure there will be deep storytelling elements throughout the restaurant in forms of decor and things that are on the walls, maybe even the way that you interact with some of the bartenders. I'm excited to check this one out for sure. I can't wait for Epic Universe to open, and I am very pleased with what we saw from this Dark Universe preview. It certainly looks like Universal once again has knocked it out of the park when it comes to theming and immersion, and all of us who were concerned about how this land would turn out, I think can rest easy. Let me know in the comments below what you're looking forward to the most at Dark Universe, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss an upcoming video. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.